All right. There you go. Boop. All right. All right. All right. I think I'm good. At least I think so. Oh, well, I guess I could do this real quick, and then I'm good. Oh, ah, fail. All right. All right. So let's get going. So we'll try and just get this party started real quick. So um ba- let's see here. Yep, there we go.
Question.
So yes,
Why does my character say 7 out of 11?
probably because you're not at full hit points. So if you go on your character sheet and do a long rest, you should be good. I'm still not seeing Dominic's character at. Well, I guess I got to refresh that. Something's disconnected or something. Let me refresh the page, and for some reason I'm still seeing Dominic's as 14 out of 18. Let me try something real quick.
There we go.
There it goes. All right, awesome. It's being grumpy. Let me try something.
Oh, that did it.
Oh, what'd you do?
I don't know. I guess I needed a few seconds.
Oh, okay. What can I tell you? Darn it, are the Sixers really trying to lose this? Seriously? It's one of those typical games where the Sixers are up 15 and now they're down 1. All right, that's it. I'm turning the damn game off. It's just gonna piss me off. That's it. That's it. All right. So, I don't know, Paul, if you ever came up with any backstory of why you're in Candlekeep. I'll just assume that you're there for whatever reasons.
Okay, I'm there for whatever reasons.
That's fair, because we're short on time, so we won't try to even role play that.
I'm actually searching for a MacGuffin.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. All right. So, we'll say that one of the accolades call you. What do they call themselves? I gotta look. I'm sorry, my bad. It was a hectic day, and I'm slightly less prepared than I should be. But that's just my fault. Give me a second. One of the sages, right, calls you into their office. So 3 of you have already done work, or been involved with some of the mysteries of Candlekeep and Dorgal. Is that how you pronounce it?
Dorugal.
Dorgal. Okay. Extra syllable.
Doru.
Dorgal. I'll work on it. Um, seems like an able-bodied guy. Did I make your character sideways, or did you do that somehow?
You can just spin them during. You just highlight them and
Okay.
you can grab the.
I've never seen it done. I was just wondering if I totally messed that up. I'm sorry. calls you into one of their offices and says, "We have a little mystery we'd like you guys to solve for us. Um, we had a situation in Candlekeep, and we need someone to investigate to see how this is happening in Candlekeep. There was a book that was turned into us called Mazfroth's Mighty Digressions. I'll put that in the chat in Discord here. That was turned into us maybe some 5 days ago when someone tried to read the book after it was turned in. The book turned into a creature and attacked the wizard.
Turned into a creature.
Yes, into
What,
a bat,
like
to
a
a
bat
giant
turn?
bat. Yep.
I hate when that happens.
I hate when that happens too. And the wizard dealt with it before it did really any real harm to anybody. But
What
this
do you
is
mean by dealt with it?
he killed it. And when he disposed of the creature, it just poofed into a puff of smoke. It just disappeared. Right. This is actually the third book in the last couple months that did this.
Were they all the same title?
No, the other titles I'll get here in a second for you. The other one was Whoop. Here it is. The other one was um, The Dark Hunger, about a powerful entity served by a fearing warlocks. I'll put it in here in a second. And how do I give it to you? A fallen Tithmara? Tithmara? We'll go with it. Those are the other two books. Two of the people who gifted the book, The Candlekeep, are still here. We would like you to question them, find out where they got the books, and then see where that takes you, right? To see if you can find out who's turning in these books to the Candlekeep, how they keep getting here. There are two other people. I'll put their names in chat. There is Yarion, sure, High Scroll, and he's the one who bought the Mighty Digressions. And there's Valor, who brought the Dark Hunger. If
So each
you,
book.
what's that?
Good. No, good. I'll ask
Okay,
questions at the end.
sure. This says if you can figure out who is responsible for this deception, we can give you guys a helm of comprehending languages.
Yeah.
You give us each a helm of comprehended languages?
No, you're gonna have to share.
So this has happened times with 3 different books.
Yes.
Where were these books when they turned into creatures? Was it all like?
They were always in Candlekeep.
I mean, like in the same place within Candlekeep?
No, different places.
And did they all turn into bats?
Yes.
Are there any unexplained deaths that might be attributable to more of these books?
Not that we know of.
Very curious. So, and you don't know where Fallen Teth Yomar came from.
It was given to us by someone else. They're no longer around here, in the Candlekeep. Let me see if let's see if I can get a name for you. I can research that and see if we can come up with a name.
Okay. Guess we should go talk to these people. Yalarion and Valor.
Sure.
Valor must be a tiefling. I'm guessing. Like me.
Good guess. It's a she. She is a tiefling. Yep. The other one is a human. So we can take you to him if you wish. Valor is doing some work for us to make amends for the fact that uh, she gave us a bad book, so to speak.
Hmm.
So she's patching the roof, and the other one does not have any knowledge right now of the book. At least we haven't confronted him.
And you said when the bat was killed, it disappeared. It didn't turn back into a book. It just disappeared.
Yes, it disappeared. We have no trace of the book or the creature.
Cool. Okay. Let's go talk to one of these two people.
Okay. Which one do you want to talk to first?
Let's go on the roof.
Before we go talk to Valor or anyone, I'm going to cast Gift of Alacrity on Lillipora.
Okay. Did
How
you
long does it
take?
last? 8 hours?
Yeah, it's
Yep.
8 hours.
Okay.
Did you choose the Chrono Wizard?
I did.
It's a fun one. Okay, good to know. I know what to expect from him. I play him all the time.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I wanted something that wasn't in the PHP.
What's that?
And I wanted something that wasn't in the PHP.
Oh, okay.
And also the divination, the school of divination seemed just a teeny bit too cheesy for me.
Yeah, fair enough. All right. All right. Cool. So, you going to the roof first?
Yep.
All right. So, um, you go up towards the roof of one of the smaller buildings. She's not on the top of the castle, but in one of the smaller buildings, she is um, re-shingling the roof,
As one does.
as one does. Um, sure. So, she sees you coming. I take it you go up on the roof or whatever, and you know, she's not very happy, as most people who are re-shingling roofs um, tend to be. Not a fun job.
I would
So,
imagine so.
she is pretty muscular person. Definitely, some warrior type class, right? And
Hence the name.
hence the lame. So she looks at you and she's like, you guys here to help or to question me more about that damn book?
We're to question anymore.
Oh, fun. Well, let's get it over with. What can I do for you?
What can you tell us about it?
Well, not a whole lot. Came here roughly about 13 days ago now. I purchased the book over at a market stall over by Boulder's Gate. I can't say I stayed too long. The area where they were selling the book was kind of, well, it's not the most reputable corner of the marketplace. Let's put it that way.
Did you read the book?
Did I read it? I looked through it a little bit, but I can't say I ever read it cover to cover. No.
And it didn't do anything to harm you then?
No, it did not. Um, I could say I only really flipped through it a little bit, and most of the time it was just in a satchel with other books. It never came out to attack me.
Why did you buy that book?
Well, I was looking to get in here to do some research, and the cost of getting in is a book. So I tried to pick up a couple of books to bring over here to gain admission.
Could we look at some of the other books?
Well, I turned them over to the rest of Candlekeep because just partially trying to make amends for all this. I've been doing this darn roof work for 3 days. But they should be checked into the Candlekeep somewhere.
How long ago did you buy the book?
Well, let's see. I said it was about 13 days ago to Candlekeep, and it's about a 4 or 5 day journey to uh, to Boulder's Gate. So we'll say roughly, you know, 17, 18 days, something like that. A little over 2.5 weeks, give or take. Anything else? That or get to work and help me with the roof.
I can't think of anything else. Actually, can you describe the appearance of the book?
Sure, I can do that. Um, I would say the book was about, I don't know, roughly 7 by 9 inches, give or take. Maybe give or take a little bit. Had like a leather cover. Um, it was pretty worn from use and time. Um, I guess I flipped from what I flipped through a little bit. The the beginning of the book was pretty well written, elegantly and nice cursive writing. Um, as you kind of went through the book, it kind of looked like, you know, it got sloppier as it went along. You know,
What was
so
it about? What was
it
it about?
was, it was, it was. Let's see. It was about, I mean, all I could get from it, it was a whole bunch of different subjects, which really kind of, you know, I guess it was like odds and ends almost. There was a short part about the weave and, you know, how that worked between casters and magic, which, to be honest, that's not really my thing, right? So it was kind of, that part didn't really interest me all that much. Um, there was another part where they believe something about the god Malar being responsible for Lankathy. Um, didn't really care for
You
that either.
mean like entropy?
Yeah, thank you. And um, there was another section that talked about different demon lords that rule the abyss. Um, I don't know. I guess that was a little bit more interesting, but it was just kind of a hodgepodge of different things.
Did you ever see anyone else read the book?
Um, not while I had it, no.
I can't think of anything else.
Yeah, I wish I could tell you. Like I said, I only kind of skimmed through it, and like I said, the subjects, you know, didn't really do it for me.
Should we go talk to the other person? Uh,
Do we know where they are?
Roll.
They're doing research in another part of the castle.
That's. I say we go.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, thanks. You could have helped me with the roof for all that, but that's fine. Go on about your business. I'll finish up here. So as you
Thank you.
leave Valor and you head off to the other gentleman. So Larion, we'll go with. Uh, he's a human scholar, and you see him doing research with maybe two or three others that look like they're all from um, a similar uh, temple, right? Similar group, right? They're all wearing similar clothing.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, they're they're doing your research. So the sage that brings you to him, you know, calls him over so you can speak to him.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, um, "Greetings, fellow scholars. What can I do for you all?"
We'd like to find
We're
out.
interested. Oh,
Good.
go ahead.
We'd like to find out more about Mazfroth's mighty digressions.
Um. Okay. She said, Uh. What about it? I mean, I bought it some time ago back in Boulder's Gate.
How long ago?
Um. About 10 days ago. We've been here 5 days and took us about 5 days to travel here.
And what did it look like?
Um, you know, it was a nice looking book. I can't say. I mean, I took that with a bunch of others, and it looked well bound, and it was well put together. But I didn't get a chance to read that one. I mean, I turned it into Candlekeep because that was one of the books that they didn't have, and I had planned to check it out before I go and actually read it. I haven't really looked at it yet.
Did you pick it up at the same place as other books? Like the
I
same, the
picked up
same
a couple of books in in Baldur's Gate, and
from the same seller?
yeah, I bought like two or three from the same seller.
Do you still have the others?
I do.
Can we see them?
Sure. She pulls out, or he pulls out, excuse me, a couple of books from one of the satchels on the table and hands you a couple of books.
What are the titles?
Oh, let's see. One of the titles, let's see. I'm trying to find the right paragraph. One of the titles is the same, the third book, right? That was
Falling
listed.
Death Yamar.
Yep. So same book, and the Alkalite says, "Yeah, this book. Um, I plan to read this for myself. This was pretty expensive from that place. They charged me like close to 250 gold for this book. So I
Did
was
they
going
say
to read it for myself.
did they say why it was so expensive?
They claimed it was rare, and I haven't seen anything about this before. So yeah,
Can anyone
Um,
detect magic?
that's a good idea. If we can take 10 minutes, I can do that as a ritual.
Well, we're not doing anything.
Okay. So I'm going
okay,
to cast Detect Magic as a ritual.
okay. As you get through it, no, it doesn't seem magical. It's not radiating any magic.
Interesting. Lapora, does this set off your divine sense?
Uh, only if it's undead or fiend or celestial.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking.
You want me to try to detect if it's good or evil?
If it's undead or fiend or celestial.
Sure, I can try that.
Okay. Um, no, you don't detect that it's any of those things in disguise.
So this book has not been read, correct?
I haven't read it, no.
Do we want to try opening it and see if it transforms into a bat?
Yeah, let's do it.
As long as we're prepared to fight a bat.
Okay, let's open it up.
Okay. So, sure. You open it up and you start reading, and it turns into a bat.
Okay.
I'll just
Well,
I'll just put it here.
it did confirm our hypothesis, right?
There you go.
Were we able to take to how much of it were we able to read before it turned into a bat?
I'd say 2 or 3 pages, give or take.
Okay. And what were these pages about?
I'll say it was, you know, the introduction talking about the dwarf king Glelum, if I'm
Okay.
pronouncing that right.
Okay.
All right, let's do some initiative real quick. Oh man, seriously? No, you got to give me something.
Lilliput, remember you get plus 1d8.
Yeah, spend an
Okay.
extra D8 and then we'll just add it to your initiative.
Sure.
Woohoo!
So I just need redwoods. And you got an extra 6. So Dominic, you need to highlight your character on the on roll 20 and then hit the initiative number in on your character sheet. It should spin. There it goes. 6 it is. Well, you can't say you weren't ready for it. So, little poorer, you're up to bat.
Okay, I'm doing two-handed slashing.
Go get him.
Ah,
14's good enough to hit.
no, good.
All right. Boop. All right. Is that it for you?
Um, I guess, is there any other? I could do a bonus action. I could try to. Nah, it's a bat.
I think you have to be next to it to attack it with a longsword.
She does have to move a little closer. I was getting to
Um,
that.
Oh, she was reading it, so she can't be that far away.
I wasn't sure who was reading it, to be honest.
Oh.
But that's fine. As you're fighting it, in your mind, you hear messages like, feed me, need life.
What was the first word? Feed me or read me?
Feed.
Feed me.
And you're up to
So
bat,
it's like Little Shop of Horrors.
I guess.
I think I missed.
I think you missed too.
I have nothing else to do.
Okay. All right. It's the bat's turn. Well, Little Poor is right there, so why not?
Why not?
Why
Not
not?
indeed?
Let's see. It tries to do a energy drain attack on you,
Ooh,
and it did miss. What does this
good,
do?
good.
Oh, it's just doing the same thing. It missed though. That's all it's got. Redwood?
Okay. I'm going to go with my longbow.
Okay. That is a miss. You have anything else besides that? I'm guessing not, but you might. I'm not.
Well, I got my short swords, but
Yeah, you used your action to shoot your bow, so you
yeah.
get an action to attack, action to do something else, right? And then you get an action to move around if you want to move somewhere. All right, another part of your turn is if you get a bonus action, you can do that as well. But
All right, I'll move.
wherever you want to go. If you move next to it, then you're going to probably attacking with your short swords next time.
Diagonal count.
Diagonal is one space. It's not two, I guess, is what you're asking me, right?
I mean, am I close enough to the bat if I'm diagonal to
Oh
attack
yeah,
with the short
if you're
sword?
next to it, even if you're diagonal, that means
Okay.
if you attack with your bow, you're going to be at disadvantage. If you're right next to something, you got to use your swords. If you want a
Okay.
normal attacks roll.
All right.
All right. All right, we're up to the half orc.
All right, I'm just going to move in, and I'm going to attack.
Go get him.
That would be a miss.
That would be a
There's too many
miss.
people here.
All right. Little Poor, top of the order.
Okay. I will do a two-handed slash again.
All right.
Ah, that didn't hit.
Nope. You all got to roll your D0s. Daedalus, you're up.
Same things before.
Firebolt away. That will hit. Six it
I could have
is.
just clicked on it for damage, couldn't I? I'm gonna move over here,
Okay.
just in case it had something tricky up its sleeve.
Something trickier. You got it. Well, it's got lots of targets now. I got to pick one. Let's see.
Do we still hear the voice in our heads?
You do. You constantly hear the voice in
And
its
just it's
head. It
saying,
does sounds,
"Feed me."
yeah, sounds kind of desperate, like it needs food. It's going to go for Redwood this time. Uh, it does hit 16. His armor class is 15.
Oh boy.
Let's see. You take 10 damage,
Oof.
And can you make a Constitution saving throw?
Let's see.
So it's on the left-hand side, which says saving throws.
Okay. I see the Constitution. Just click on that.
Yep. All right. So that actually doesn't make it. So you get what's called a level of exhaustion. So you get disadvantage on any ability checks, and you'll need like an extra day to rest up from the energy drain.
Oh boy.
If that happens to you 6 times, you're dead. But for right now, you're just a little extra tired.
Hopefully, we can defeat it before it gets to do that 6 times.
I would hope so.
Does it look like it's healthier now that it's connected?
No.
Good. Good.
You're only second level. It's not that scary. Redwood, you're up.
Well, I'm trying to debate whether I should actually attack with my short swords. I can do both of them, right?
You can attack twice.
All
The
right.
second attack is different from the first.
Right.
The damage is different, right?
Yes. But the 2
All
hits the
right.
same. You can still do it twice because one's your regular action, and then you can use your second hand as what's called a bonus action. So the bonus attack. There are some things that allow that. Are you spinning damage or are you spinning the attacks? That looks like that's the wrong
Oh,
that's the wrong one.
okay. Spin the hit.
Yeah, you got to spin the hit first.
Okay.
That will hit. And 10 damage is good.
No, 10's a hit.
Oh,
Miss
he
actually.
spun it twice. I see. The first one hit, the second one did not. So, spin damage once. I was going to say 10's pretty good for a short sword. 7? Okay, 7 it is. For the net. All right. It's not bloodied yet, just FYI. Which means it's not half dead yet.
Right. It's got a lot of hit points.
Yeah, it's got a few hit points for sure. My watch went off. The Sixers won by 2. I'm glad I didn't watch that
Ooh.
because that was starting to piss me off.
15 hit.
15 is a hit.
Nice.
We know that 13 is a hit.
I
12,
was attacking
12 is the only
one-handed.
question.
All right, fair enough. Yeah, you have a shield. I know you do. Because I went into your character sheet and equipped all your stuff for you.
I wondered who did that.
I was just reviewing it, and I'm like, wow, his armor class sucks. Something's wrong here. And you had nothing on. Now
I
it's
didn't equip anything.
yeah. Now the thing is bloodied. Lepora, you're up.
Do you think I could try to throw some food at it or something? I should just keep attacking.
I think the food it wants is your blood.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I'm going to attack that then.
I'll be right back.
Certainly. Well, 24 certainly hits. And that will do 5. You doing anything else fancy?
Uh, sure.
Okay. Sorry, I'm yawny. I need more caffeine. Should have had that soda. That's what I need. I want to have a little caffeine hit in a minute.
I will try. What?
You've got what? You've got those. I know you have a couple spells you can use as the bonus action, or you could use the smite feature that you have, which would burn a spell slot, but you would do an extra 2d8.
I'm gonna try the Searing Smite.
Searing smite it is. Double check that.
I thought Searing Smite. You use Searing Smite um
I'm double
before you
checking
attack.
it. Next time you hit a creature, it says next time you hit a creature with a melee weapon. Yeah, you should probably theoretically you do that first.
Oh, you want me to hold off?
Yeah, do it next time, or that, or you can do the. I think the other one you can do right away.
The smite, the Paladin Divine Smite you use after you hit,
Right when you hit.
right? Because if you miss, then you haven't wasted it.
Okay, I'll do the Divine Smite.
All right, there's no save for that, so just spend 2d8.
I think if this thing's undead, I think it does additional damage. I might be wrong.
Um, it could, but it's not undead. So, but 14 is enough to finish it. So it just
Nice.
disappears.
Nothing left behind.
Nothing left behind. You know, almost like if a magic spell had been, dispelled or something like that, right?
Can I make an Arcana check to see if I recognize like what could create that kind of effect? Like more specific than just a spell.
Sure, go for it. 24. Wow, that's pretty good.
Roll the 19.
So give me a second. So here we go. So I'll say that just based on the way it behaved and so forth from your Arcana check, it reminds you of I'm going to put the name in chat.
Thanks.
It reminds you of a Ging Watsum.
A specific kind of creature?
Yes. It's a form of life that's created by a spell or ritual.
Ooh.
And it draws on energy from the ethereal plane to give the creature its form. Normally, the creature can assume, a couple other forms
Mm-hmm.
besides, the one or two that it's in. So maybe it does, say 3 total.
Like a book, for example.
Right. Yep. Um, one of them would be a exact duplicate of a non-magical item that the creator is carrying or wearing.
The creator of the Gingwat Sim.
Yep.
So does that suggest that the creator of the Gingwat Sim has like the real versions of these books?
That's
Probably
what it
so.
sounds like.
Yep.
So maybe if we find someone who has these books, that will be the person responsible for creating these copies. But if they were bought in Baldur's Gate, that sort of suggests to me that they were maybe created in Baldur's Gate, which makes it hard for us to investigate.
The acolyte says, "Wow, whew, that was exciting." He
Is that was
says,
that Yularian?
"Yeah, you got it." Um, he says, as he thinks about it, he's like, "I'll never go to buy books from that place again." It
What was the
was,
name?
you know, the stall's name had the word Dune in it, but I can't really remember the full name or where it was in there. But it
In
had
Baldur?
something to do, and it was in Baldur's Gate, right? And
Okay.
had the word Dune, and I don't know. It was, yeah. I didn't like to stay there too long. It was kind of a crowded marketplace, so I got in, I got out, but that's about where it was.
Is it possible that the stall is named God Emperor of Dune?
That would be funny. No, it's not the God Emperor Dune. Give me 1 second. Uh, hold on a second. So I'm sorry, my son is pinging me.
Sure, sure.
Um, sorry, my son was wondering what time he was telling me what time he was going to get up for the SAT, and I think he
Oh,
has
is
to
that
be there at seven
that
thirty.
tomorrow?
Yeah, it's tomorrow, so he has to be there. I think a bit. I think it's to be there 6:30. And he's like, "Oh, we'll leave at 7." I'm like, "The school's only about 7 minutes away. You're going to be standing outside for 20 minutes."
It's sometimes the line to get in though. Like there's a
Okay.
lot of cars.
You
That
got the
makes
right
sense.
idea to get there early.
Yeah, I was just trying to think, like, my kids tend to be when they have to be somewhere, they tend to be very early risers. And I want to double check to make sure he has to be there 7:32. The sign in is behind me, so I can look at it later. But it sounds right. All right. So, yeah.
So Dune
Yep.
something.
Laoyan doesn't remember anything more, so he's like, if you really
Um,
want to figure it out, you're probably going to Boulder's Gate.
maybe
That's
we
all
should go
I know
back
about it.
to maybe we should go back to Valor and see if she will remember more about the name before we decide to go to Baldur's Gate.
Sure. So I'll just to move it along. I mean, you ask her, and she really doesn't remember the name.
Okay, so even
Um,
telling her like doing something doesn't trigger any memory.
no,
Okay.
she knows it was in the market stall called in the market stall in the Wide. It's a marketplace in the upper city of Baldur's Gate. But beyond where it is in the Wide, she doesn't remember anything more than it was in there.
Okay.
I'm gonna get a drink. Give me like 2 minutes. I still walk to my fridge here.
Sure.
That will keep me awake. I've pretty much given up soda, so when you only have it like once a week or something like that, it's a jolt.
Yeah, I'd imagine so.
All right. So everyone can long rest, right? And sounds like you're heading off to Baldur's Gate.
Sure
Well, I think
does.
we should warn the acolytes about these titles.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's a good idea.
So don't accept any books with these titles.
Or don't read any books with these titles. Yeah, I guess that if they're all essentially booby trapped, I agree. There's no reason to accept them because they're not going to be real books.
We could say take them out of circulation.
Yeah.
Well, they only accept books that they don't have copies of.
Generally speaking, that is correct, right? If it's a book that's particularly rare, then they might grab a second copy, right? But
How rare is it if they can get their hands on two?
well, okay, that's a fair point. But what can I tell you? Okay. Are you anything else?
I don't think there's anything else. Nothing else that I can think of. I don't think we have enough money to really buy anything useful at this point. Before we go,
Fair enough. All right. So, I mean, the road to between Candlekeep and Baldur's Gate is a fairly well traveled road, right? So it's going to just be, you know, heading down the road, camping out at night, and
Camping out.
yeah,
There are
what?
no inns.
You might be able to find some place along the way for a night or two that might be a place to stay. You're not a camper, is that what you're telling me?
Well, I don't know. Baldur's Gate and Candlekeep are probably, big cities and major places to go to. The road between the two of them probably has inns at conveniently spaced locations. If not, I'm going to open an inn.
Okay, fair. Um, we'll say just for you, halfway down in between, there is an inn that you can stay at. So on day 3, you'll get an inn.
And it's packed
It is. It
because it's
is
the
packed to
only
the
inn.
gills. It is the only
It's
inn, and like supply and demand, baby. There is plenty of supply. There's plenty of demand and no supply. You see your calling.
okay. I retire and open an inn.
Okay.
I'm just going to roll a new character every single session because my character gets removed from the campaign in the middle.
I guess you can do that.
If you like.
So
I'm going to cast Gift of Alacrity on Lillipora each morning.
sure, that's not a problem.
How nice.
There you go. So during your
Travel.
travels, right? When you're camping out, I take it you guys are just going to rotate your watch.
Yep.
Okay, fair enough.
Sometimes we'll rotate it clockwise, and sometimes we'll rotate it counterclockwise.
That's fair. Just spinning to see if anything bothers you. Give me a second. Because during the day, generally things aren't bothering you. There's generally, you know, there's
No wonder.
travelers going back and forth, right? So it's not exactly like, a super highway, but it's not exactly a full back road either.
Right.
All right. 1, 2. So, boo-boo-doo-boo-doo. So Redwood,
Yes. Yes.
while you are, let's see, make a perception check for me, please.
Perception check.
Yep. It's it's in that big long column in the center. There should be one there for a perception.
Okay, just click the number.
Yep. It will say probably plus something or other.
You should see a die appear when you click it. Yep.
Give me 1 second. 9. You got it. All right. Give me a second. So, just give me a second. So on your watch, um, I'm going to say that you hear some scuffling, and you see coming out of the darkness towards you 3 giant rats.
Oh, rats.
Eat. So your comrades are asleep. Here come the rats. What do you want to do?
Hmm. Well, rather than just attack, what would my options be? Examine them?
You can pretty much do anything you want. I
Yeah,
mean,
you can do everything you
just like,
want.
mentally place yourself in the position of like, I'm an adventurer keeping watch, and here are these giant rats coming at me. What do I want to do?
Yes, I'm trying to think of how to approach this. I mean, don't want to assume that they're hostile, which my instinct would be to attack. But
What would you do? What would you do if this happened in real life? If you were keeping watch for some friends while camping and these giant rats appeared?
make sure that they don't attack my friends. So put myself between the rats and the friends, set up some kind of defense.
That's fine. Spin for initiative.
Everybody?
Oh, right now you guys are asleep.
That's what I thought.
14. I'll put you in there. All right, you're first.
Okay, so now that I spun the initiative, what would I do next?
Whatever you want.
I mean, the rats appeared, but
The rats are coming towards you. They look hungry.
in that case, I should probably attack.
Go get them.
Use the longbow.
You can. You're 10, 15 feet away. You can shoot one with the longbow.
Okay, I just did that.
That will hit. Give me damage. Five. Which one did you hit?
The 1d8 plus 3.
Which rat did you hit? The middle
Um,
one, the one kind of to the right, or one kind of to the left?
I wasn't really aiming.
Well, you hit him. Pick one. Which one are you going to shoot at?
The middle one.
The middle one it is. All right, he's pretty hurt.
Did he make any sounds when he took his hit?
Sure, we'll get to that in a second. Um, All right, here come the rats. How smart are these things? Not so much. This one's gonna go after you. We'll send one to the wizard and one to the paladin. How's that? Well, let me put my thing down. Let me get redwood first. They're gonna try and bite you. The first one spins a 20, so that's gonna be double damage. If I do this.
I think because we're unconscious that any hit is going to be a crit.
Yeah, well, that's right, but I haven't gotten to him yet. He's conscious.
Oh, sorry, the first one against Redwood.
Yes. So 4. So redwood, you're gonna take 10.
Oh boy.
So all right. Boop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doo. Has advantage. You got it. So let's do that. All right. Against the wizard, you'll take 8 and you're awake.
Okay.
And against the paladin, also hits. And a paladin takes 6. And out of everyone else can spin initiative now. And I'm going to say out of the darkness, a crossbow bolt is shot at redwood. And you take an additional 3.
By the way, Dominic, just a general piece of advice. You are on watch and something happens or a potential threat shows up, the first thing you should do is sound an alarm. Because the rest of your party is, if they're unconscious, they can do nothing to help you. And they're also very vulnerable.
Thank you.
Do you want me to roll initiative?
Please. We'll say after
Okay.
all that, you hear it too.
All right.
Oh, don't I get something else on my initiative?
It
Nah,
only
it's
lasted
probably
at
out
8
by now.
hours. Yeah.
Okay.
If we're sleeping, it would have gone off.
6. I'll give him a 6. Burp. All right, the wizard's first.
What square is this rat actually in? In this one?
Yeah, because there's a grid. I guess he's right. I'll put him out there. Oh, sorry, wrong button to hold down. I'll put him there. Yeah, I try to make him a little bigger so they would not seem so misshapen. DM fail. There we go. How about that? That makes it more clear.
Okay. I'm gonna cast. I'm gonna cast sleep. I think it's I have to check the area. 20 feet. So I'm gonna cast it like here, so that the rats are 20 feet away from it, and we are 25 feet away from it.
Okay. So you're gonna try and keep you guys out of it.
Yep.
All right. I'll say that these two guys are asleep.
And what direction did the crossbow bolt come from?
We'll say the southwest.
Okay. That's it for me.
All right.
I mean, I'll stand up, but I have nothing else
Yeah,
to
yeah,
do.
yeah, I get it. Redwood, you're up.
Well, being that my current hit points are 5, don't think I should try attacking again.
Well, the one that's in front of you is sleeping.
Attacking doesn't risk hurting you. You might have something else you want to do, but you're not going to take damage from attacking.
Trying to think if I should try to heal myself.
Yeah, you could. That's an option.
All right, so
So if you go to the spells tab on your character sheet,
mhm,
there's a cast button by the various spells you can cast, and you can just click on it on Cure Wounds to cast it.
okay.
All right. You get back 4. All right. The half orc's up the bat.
Okay. I'm going to not stand in the fire,
Okay. That's a good start.
and I'm just going to attack this rat.
Go for it.
I'm also going to arm my shield. I
Okay.
assume that I'm wearing a shield now, but no armor.
Make
That
armor that's lined with pillows so you can sleep in it.
I can't afford that.
Maybe that's why there's no inns on the road, because everyone has these comfort armor that, allows you to sleep outdoors in total slumber. The 10's a miss.
No, the 10 was. Oh, sorry.
All right. This rat's gonna go after the paladin again. The other rats are still sleeping. There's not a saving throw with that, right? It's just
No
charmed for like a
saving throw.
minute, right? Well, there's
Yeah,
nothing continuous
that's
until
a
you
minute.
bop it, right?
Yeah, I mean, if they were smart, they could go wake each other up. But
Yeah, they're not that smart.
yeah,
The rat's been very poorly and missed. Whoever's out in the shadows is gonna try and work on Redwood again. And he missed as well, so the bolt just goes flying over his head. Little Pora, you're up.
Okay, I'm going to attack it with the long sword.
Smack it.
Yay.
Oh,
crit.
cripes. That's a crit.
Do I get 2 then? 2d10?
You double all your dice, yes. So you 2d10 plus whatever. Whatever your normal bonus is.
Ah.
You don't get the +3 twice though.
Right. So we'll just say 5 plus 3 plus 1 on your second dice. So we'll say 9. It's enough to kill it.
Vicky, what was the fighting style you took?
Uh, I think defense?
Okay.
She took the defense one because she gave up her shield so she could use her weapons two-handed and get the extra
Right.
damage.
Right.
That's what she went with.
Can I make a perception check to try to spot the archer?
Sure, go for it.
It might not have made it.
Nah, it was close though. You definitely know it's coming from the southwest, right? So you can just move that way and see what happens, or
I'm actually going to. Oh, I don't want to go that way by myself. I'm a injured wizard. Um, um, it's gonna be something useful for me to do. Uh, I'm gonna hide behind this bush.
okay, that works.
I am only a little better at hiding than I am at seeing.
Okay, Redwood, you're up. You got a couple sleeping rats nearby.
All right. I think should just leave. Just let them sleep.
We're only gonna
So,
sleep for a minute,
Yeah,
and we
kill it.
also have somebody who's shooting at us.
Kill one.
you want me to attack one?
Yes.
Or you could look for the guy who's shooting at us, because he's gonna keep shooting at us.
How
All
far can
right.
you run? Can you go 30 feet, 40 feet?
How do I figure that out?
It will say what your movement speed is. He actually goes 35.
Go find the other
Each
guy.
square is 5 feet. Whoop, so if you do, let's give you an idea of distance. You can go 35 feet. So each square is 5 foot. So something along those lines. So what I just did is if you look on the left hand side, there's like a little menu, right? There's an arrow,
Mm-hmm.
there's a cube, there's a paintbrush. The
Yep.
fifth one down looks like a ruler and a circle. If
Fourth
you,
one.
yeah, I guess you're right. All right, but whatever. So yes, um, I think it's fourth for you. I think it's fifth for me. My bad.
Oh, that could be yes.
You probably don't
Yes.
get the paintbrush, but
No, we have a paintbrush. We don't have a cube.
oh, there you go. Okay. That one will allow you to instead of move your character, you can have an arrow that you click on and it will tell you distances. And just for the the math enabled, right? The Pythagorean theorem doesn't really work here. So you'll notice that, distances it's counting cubes. It's not counting, you know, a squared
It's,
plus b squared equals c squared.
So
And
what
then
if
if
I
you want
move?
something again, you got to go and to the top to pick the arrow at the very top. So go ahead.
So if I move to the left of Daedalus, I should.
It, the archer that's shooting at us is in the southwest, so you should not move towards me. So I moved away from him.
I don't see the archer on the map.
he's
Well,
in the darkness.
Right, that's the point.
But if you move up, you'll be able to see something more. Hopefully him.
Or you can make a perception check to try to spot him after you move closer.
Or should I just try attacking with the longbow?
You can't attack him if you can't see him.
All
I
right.
mean,
So
it's like you're just firing blindly if you don't know where he is.
you're saying move closer and use the perception check?
at least try
Right.
and move closer. You might see him if you move in the right direction. And I'm going to say, let's take a look here. So I'm going to say that do a perception check if you don't see him. Click on perception or whatever. That will do it. You can see him. He's right here
Okay.
behind that bush.
All right. Still my turn?
Well, you moved, and I'll say that you look perception. That will be your
Okay. That's
turn. But you can point him out to people. Say that way.
all right.
All right, the half works up.
I'm going to go in the direction he pointed.
Okay.
Whichever direction that is.
If you're looking for him, he's right here.
Oh, okay. I actually see him now.
There you go. That was probably about 30. So let's see. You were here, right? You were 75 feet ish away from him.
Okay, now normally my wall. I guess the speed doesn't matter. So
You'll
I
be a
think
little
I
bit
can come
short.
to like
Yes.
here.
Yeah, about there. That looks
Okay. I'm going to intimidate.
okay. Spin. That's pretty scary.
I critically intimidate him. I don't know what that does. Is it a human or what is it?
Looks like a were rat. Humanoid
Oh, all
rat.
right. Well, I'm just going to growl at it then.
Okay.
Do you speak rat?
No, I'm just going to growl at it.
All right. Well, it's the rat's turn. And you have effectively intimidated. He is hightailing it out of there. So I guess the real question is: are you going to give chase, or you're just going to let him go as he runs into the darkness?
It's not my turn.
Well, that's a good point. Little poorer.
Okay. I was addressing something else.
Got it. I saw your text.
Okay, so we have 2 asleep rats, and did he see the archer or no?
Yeah, the archer
The
ran
archer-
away.
Yeah.
Yeah, the archer's running away, so he's a good, 130, 140 feet away, give or take.
I'm attacking a rat.
You want to kill a rat?
If you hit, you have an advantage, and if you hit, it's automatically correct.
Yep, you have advantage on the attack.
Okay.
And the one you on is like wounded.
How do I make this thing do advantage?
I think you hold down the shift button and it turns it to be
Yes.
green.
Yep.
Thank you.
It doesn't quite work for me when I'm doing monsters, so I always forget which button it is. You hit. It's dead. But you're more than welcome to spin the damage. It had 2 hit points.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I will stop.
Okay.
Can I move and attack again, or I'm done?
You get 1 attack. You're not that cool yet. Unless you start doing something like Redwood does, where you have a weapon in each hand or something like that.
Okay.
Because you can use your second attack as a bonus action. Wizard is up. You got a healthy asleep rat.
Yeah, I'm not the person who should be killing this thing. So I'm just going to move back next to the fire. And there's nothing else for me to do.
Okay. Fair enough. Redwood. So you see this guy, this rat creature, run off into the darkness. So you have dark vision 60 feet. Let me do some rough math here. So 1 second. Well, if you want to run after him, you can. Let's start with there before I start making this into a math problem.
Okay. So which direction?
He went, we'll say somewhere east, southeast ish.
So I should just move over there?
You can move 35 feet and see if you see him. If you move twice, then you're not going to be able to shoot a bow at him because you'll be using your whole turn for movement.
Okay, right now I won't be able to shoot a bow because I can't see him.
Well, let's say this. I'll say that you move 35 feet. Don't worry about the map. I'll say you move 35 feet, and as you're chasing after him, you're trying to follow him, but he's too deep into the darkness. So you can either try and run continuously in that direction, or you can take a second and stop and take a blind shot with your bow, however you want to do it. Or you can run off after him into the woods.
Or I can just leave him alone.
You can. Your call.
Well, if I do that, then my other options are I could either attack the rat or the sleeping rat or the other creature.
Yeah, if you don't feel safe going after him, that's fine. Go back and take care of the rat.
All right, I'm gonna attack the rat with my longbow.
Well, he's asleep, so all you pretty much have to. If you guys are going to stop chasing him, all you can do is walk up to the rat and pretty much kill him.
Okay.
So, is the half orc going after the guy in the darkness?
No,
Okay. So we'll say we're done.
he was just, he and his rat buddies were just looking for dinner. He can find dinner somewhere else. He's had a bad day.
Not as bad as the rat's day.
All true. He's done. All right. We'll say the next night is uneventful, and you get to Boulder's Gate.
Okay, so essentially we're long resting again.
Yep. Long rest. Get your hit points and your spells back. The rest of the travel is uneventful.
Okay. I'm gonna cast let's get the Lactate again before we go looking for this stall with a dune in its name.
Sure. Okay. So you get to Boulder's Gate. and after you've rested up and done whatever, you can head off to the marketplace known as the Wide, which is in the upper city,
Yeah.
to look for this vendor. Um, this is the home of the wealthiest citizens of Baldur's Gate. Um, as you go down the streets, you see the streets have, magical lights, and expensive restaurants are around, and it's truly a place of you know anything that you could want would be there, right? Um,
If you can afford it.
if you can afford it, all true, all true. Um, there is veterans that are around. They are called the Watch, and they protect the upper city and also patrol through the marketplace as people are shopping. Um, but they're mostly looking for pickpockets and thieves and just keeping general peace while people are doing their thing.
Right.
Um,
Can we get Redwood some more hit points?
he's healed up. He just have to do a long rest, and he'll get him back.
Should I do that now?
Sure, go for it.
Okay.
I'm gonna say that after a short amount of time of walking through with even the information that you got from the two folks, you find a stall that's called Amber Dune Books.
We
Ah,
burn it down.
not quite so hasty there.
Um,
Is it open?
it is open. Yep.
I suggest that we first look for books with these suspicious names and then talk to the proprietor.
Sure.
Because if he figures out that we're onto him, he might try to like, hide the books or deny, what's going on or something like that.
Okay. So you see that the so I'm sorry, you're gonna go shop the bookstore to start with, you said?
Yes, look for the books that turn into bats.
Gotcha. Here, I'll even give you a pick. How's that? Let me get this picture to you.
So is the person holding the red book the proprietor or a customer?
They are both the people who take care of the stall.
Oh, so the two of them take care of the stall.
Yes.
Okay.
Do they own the stall?
Are you asking them?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I think before we talk to them, we should see if they have the books in stock. So we'll have more information before we start talking to them. Like if their books aren't here, all we might do is just put up their guard and alert them to that somebody's suspicious of them.
Okay.
Depends on what we say to them.
Well, let's see if they have the books first.
I gotta say, that one guy looks like Gaston.
He does.
There you go. So, you find the stall has a number of quite a number of commonplace books. Um, there are also some rare or expensive books. Um, you don't see the actual books you're looking for right now.
Okay. So now we can go talk to them. Now we have a little bit more information.
Okay.
I think Paul had a question.
Go ahead, Paul.
Yes, my question is: Do they own this stall, or do they just work here?
He just looks and says, "Well, we just work here. You know, the owner will be here maybe in an hour or so. Is there something that we can help you find?"
Well, we're
Yes.
looking for
Okay.
Go ahead. We're looking for.
a book called Mazfroth's Mighty Digressions and another book called Fallen Tethymar and also a book called the 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 High Scroll of Mages. I made up the last one because I don't want them to think that we're just looking for the suspicious book.
Okay. Um, the person says, "Well, I don't think we have those books here um right now, but we might have them in stock when the manager comes. We can I can certainly ask to see if we have those books back in stock."
Great. Is it okay if we wait?
Sure. That's not a problem. Um like I said, should be about an hour or so. She checks in fairly regularly.
Is she the Amber Dune of the name of the shop?
Um no, her name is Corvella. I'll even put her name in chat. I almost want to say Cruella. You got me in a Disney figure mind now. Let me just do this. Boop. There you go. All right. So, I mean, you hang out, do whatever you do for a little bit, and in about an hour or so, um, the manager shows up, and you know the
Is she a manager or is she an owner?
um, you gather that she's probably both from what conversation that you had. So um, the other Disney character points out to her that you were looking for, and she comes over and says, "What can I help you with? You're looking for some
um,
books, I hear."
yeah, I mentioned the names of the three books we're looking for.
And you gave the names of two of the key books, correct?
Yes.
And another one was just one that you pulled, right?
Yeah, it's totally made up.
Okay, fair enough. Just making sure I got it straight in my brain. Okay. Um, she says, "Yeah, I should be able to procure two of those books. Um,
Only two?
I don't think I have the third, but I definitely have the other two. It would be about 250 gold per book. Um, if you give me a day or so, I can have it for you tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay.
We're very interested in rare books. Does your source for these books have a listing of books that maybe we could have or look over?
Hmm. Um.
Are there any other rare books available?
Well, there are some in the stall that go for a similar price, and you can look those over. Um, I'd have to see what my sources might have for other books, but um, I don't have a list per se. If there's something you're particularly looking for, then that might be easier for me to track down.
Let's take a look in the stall.
Okay. So yeah, you
Uh,
go ahead.
let's just start reading some of these books.
Sure. Um, sure, you can look through some of the rare books. That's not a problem. They're keeping half
Okay.
an eye on you just to make sure you're not taking anything, but
Yeah.
yeah, you can go ahead and peruse them a bit.
Now I can actually read, so
That helps. Yeah, you can do your shopping. That's fine. The books aren't coming to beat you up if that's what you're trying to go for.
no, I'm trying to trigger some of the books.
Yeah, no, they don't. They're not triggering.
Hmm. I don't think any of these are the ones we're looking for.
Okay,
But we'll come back. We'll come back tomorrow.
sure, that's fine. We'll have the two books that you're looking for tomorrow. That should be fine.
Are we ready to leave the stall? Did somebody else want to do anything before we go?
I'm good.
I'm good.
Okay.
So once we're away from the stall, I guess we can discuss what we want to do next. Like, I don't know if there's some like authorities where we can report. We can say like, we found somebody who's creating Gingwatsim, and like, if the authorities are going to take this seriously, we can just have them meet us at the stall tomorrow and uh, arrest her. Although I guess we'll have to prove that it turns into a bat. It's probably not going to do that in the stall.
Well, we don't know if she's the one who's creating the books or if she's getting the books from someone else. I think we should follow her.
I mean, even if she's getting the books from someone else, she has to know that there's something suspicious about this process. Like, they're just like, magically producing new rare books within 24 hours. Like, they're obviously not actually writing out the books and, binding them and so forth. And also that's like she's making a lot of profit from this because she's charging 250 gold per book. So even if she's not the one creating them, she's definitely guilty of something.
I don't think that will hold up in a court of law.
Well, I mean, once we show that like the book turns into a bat, I think that should be pretty conclusive. Question is, how long is it going to take? Is there any way to research that?
I'm sorry. Research what?
How long it takes for a Ginwat seam to be able to turn into a bat?
Um, as far as you know, it's just a creature that can shift its form, like other creatures that can do that, right?
Is there any way to
So,
force it to shift its form?
oh, I would say not that you know of.
Is there any like authority in Baldur's Gate that would like take action against something like this? Like, like who's
I mean, I
like a
guess the
mir-
watch would be the first. I would be like they're kind of the the police of the area. So
Okay, so do
no,
we
I
want
mean
to go
they're
talk?
not. This is like any other town's guards or whatever. They're not. I'll say they're generally legitimate, right? But they're not above
Okay,
taking bribes or whatever it might be. But they're
it's a
fairly
starting
legit.
point. It's a starting point. Do we want to go talk to them?
I don't think that's our goal.
Well, we want to shut this operation down, right?
I thought we wanted to get information. Maybe,
What
maybe
information?
what's that?
What information?
Well, isn't the task to try to get the source of where these bad books are coming from?
And do what with that?
Take it back to Candlekeep?
Do you think we should just go back to Candlekeep and tell them you have the name of the person who's doing it?
No, 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 no. But I don't know. I think maybe we should just investigate and try to find out on our own as opposed to getting the authorities involved.
How do you think we should investigate?
Follow her?
We can try.
Okay. All
All
right.
right, we hang out and look incognito.
Okay.
We're chill.
Okay. Fair enough. So, are you going to follow? Are you following the manager when she's done, or you? Um,
Yeah,
okay. Just seeing what exactly the plan was. All right.
because we have to determine if she's the one who, if she acquires the books or if she makes the books herself.
Okay. Um, that's fine. So we'll say after a period of time, she does leave the stall and heads out to another part of town. So you all going to follow her, or just some of you, or? And I take it
I
you're
think we should
trying
all
not to
follow her.
be. I think you're trying not to be seen, right? Not to quote
Right,
Mighty Python there.
right.
Okay. Um, why don't you all make a stealth check? So everyone do a stealth roll. Try and stay in the shadows, in the crowd, whatever description you might want to give.
Um, I am going to. Lillipora has disadvantage, doesn't she?
I'm not sure.
I think she's wearing heavy armor.
Oh, then I'm sure she does. Is she heavy? I think she's. I could be wrong. Maybe she's medium.
Chainmail is heavy. If that's what
Yeah,
she
she does a
has.
disadvantage. You're correct.
Well, three of us rolled very poorly.
We make a bunch of noise.
Well, we're just obvious.
Right, right. Um,
It's actually an opposed roll, so she could always roll 1 on her perception.
this is all true. I'm getting to her character sheet to do that. There we go. Ah, fail. All right. I'm going to say that she does notice you, and she, tries to duck into another, into an alleyway or whatever you want to call it. She tries to basically lose you guys.
Guess we're gonna have to do this the hard way. All right. Well, it's pretty obvious that we're up to something, so we should pursue her.
Okay.
All right. Um. All right. So you're going to pursue. We'll say that as you round a bend as you're trying to chase her, you see that her possessions are on the ground, like the robe she was wearing and any other little things that she might have been carrying are there, but she's gone.
So she like transformed into something and flew away, maybe.
Could be.
Well, like if she's a work creature, maybe, then she would have the ability to do that. Can we pick up her possessions?
Sure.
Um, is there some kind of check to try to see if we can pick up a trail?
Uh, sure.
That's the ranger's job.
Damn you, Paul! You should have come back as a ranger.
We
Don's
have
a
have
a
a
ranger.
ranger.
ranger. You have a ranger.
Oh, who's? Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Redwood's a ranger.
Yes,
Yep.
he
Yep.
is.
Okay. All right, then that's a good thing.
There you go. Um, yeah, sure. I mean, I guess nature, perception, whatever's better for you. I'll say investigation, probably, right? Investigation or nature, whichever one you want. You're not really necessarily in nature because you're kind of in a city, but we'll go with it. One or the other. Whatever the better the number is that you have. Spin a die, whichever one. Let's click on the number when you get to it. Can you find it or are you good? I think I lost you. You there,
Maybe
Dominic?
Dominic's away from the.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
Just click on the die in the lower left.
I would say no. It's a type of check. So in that big long list of skills,
Okay.
let's see. Nature is a 0 and investigation is a +2. So why don't you click on the +2 for investigation and see what you find? That's pretty good. All right. Let's see. All right. So what you see just based on, you know, they're not exactly clean streets. So to your trained eye, you can see, some prints, whatever it might be. It looks like you see like the prints of a small dog
Mm,
that lead away from this area that are fresh.
let's follow it.
Okay. So I want to say you follow it and it takes you, um, 1 second, into the neighborhood of Blackgate, which is not too far from where the stalls are, right, from the wide. This is a part of the outer city that is actually, it's actually a settlement that's beyond the actual city walls. Um, Home to the poorer people of Boulder's Gate. There's a lot of like huts and flimsy tents. Definitely the opposite to where you were in the upper city.
Right.
Um, and the tracks will say he can follow, and you get to a pretty dilapidated hovel with wooden walls, um, located in a tucked away corner of the Blackgate district.
Is the front door locked?
Um, um, no, you can go in.
Okay, let's go in.
All right. Give me a second. Burp.
Head is quite small.
Yeah, it's small. These maps are small. I either got to double them in size. If I double them in size, then it's like
No, no, I
Great.
mean
obnoxiously big, and then
it's fine. I
like,
just meant like the hovel itself is
yeah.
small.
Well, I've had to deal with crazy maps lately. Like, I got spoiled. Number of the maps that we've dealt with in prior adventures were pretty well proportioned and such, but
Right.
lately they're either too small or too big. Like, this group is always too small, and the other group I'm doing is always too big. Um, at any rate, in this room, there are 7 mismatched chairs that are scattered around this common room. You came through the door on the south, obviously. Um, a couple of mugs and plates sit off to a small circular table near the center, and there's a tattered and faded rug that decorates the wooden floor.
That rug is sus.
Okay. Little Pora seems suspicious of the rug.
I
You
think the
want to vote?
chairs are
You want to vote
suspicious.
out the rug?
I think we should attack the rug.
I think
Or
we should just. Isn't there a fireplace here?
No fireplace.
those are doors.
There's doors, yes. There's a door to the north and one to the east.
We should set the rug on fire
Why don't you just move the rug?
because fire is more fun.
And if you set that rug on fire, you're probably going to burn down the whole building.
That's a lot of fun.
maybe even the entire district.
Now that's fun.
Wow, I didn't
Okay,
realize I was a pyromaniac.
We have to keep this half orc away from fire. Clearly,
I think that what we've got is Baldur's Gate is declaring war on Candlekeep. We have no choice but to retaliate by burning down the entire district.
I'm gonna peek under the rug before it gets burned down.
All right, so you're going to move the rug.
Yes.
The rug attacks you.
well, we're right.
I knew it.
Remember, you have plus 1d8, Lillipora.
Hold on 1 second. It's going to attack her first.
Okay.
What's your armor class?
17.
I got an 18.
Ah.
Let's see. So,
Oh man.
so the rug wraps around you. 1 second, if I can get the right thing. Burp. God dang it! Oh, no wonder it's in the. It's probably here. Yeah, I gotta move it. Burp. There we go. That would work. Wow. So you are grappled, and Lillipora is restrained, blinded, and at risk of suffocating.
See, you should have set it on fire.
Everyone spin initiative. Well, 2 of you did. So rest of you spin initiative.
Three of us did.
Yeah, I didn't highlight my token.
No worries.
Lillipora, remember you get plus 1d8. Although it doesn't look like that's going to matter.
Oh, okay.
Wow. Rip. So we'll do 1, 2. We'll put that there. Sure. Just to make it official. Lillipora, you take at the start of your turn 10 bludgeoning damage.
Oof.
Oh my gosh.
Who would have thought a rug could do that?
Try breaking out of the grapple.
Yes.
Unless you want to take another 10 damage next turn.
Yep.
Can I do my breath weapon?
Is that an action or a bonus action?
It's an action.
If you do that, you will not be able to break out of the grapple unless you kill it.
Well, I probably won't kill it then.
She
All right.
might set it on fire.
It's acid. It's not fire.
Oh, well, that's a character flaw.
I don't think so. I like acid. Okay. So what's a grapple? Where the heck is that?
Athletics to break out, or acrobatics if you're better at that, but you're probably not.
Okay.
Usually
Yeah.
paladins are better at athletics.
Fine.
All right. That's good enough. You get the rug off of you. So I'll say that you move like next to the rug as you break free of it. So that was your action. So you're, unless you got some sneaky bonus action you can do, you're kind of you're probably done. Unless you want to move away, in which case it will get an attack of opportunity if you want to back off from it.
She could move to another square that's still adjacent to it if she wants. She can move around.
Yes, she can move around the rug.
It's a small room. I don't know if there's any point, but yeah, it's possible, legal.
I'm just giving options, but you're right.
I think I have a bonus action. Hold on. I could do the Searing Smite as a bonus action.
That's
You can cast it, and then she would have it for next time, right?
Right. Like there's no point in doing it unless you're about to attack. That's what the paladin's fight spells are for.
Okay, then never mind. I will pick where I want to be. I want to be
As long as you're next to the rug, you can pick it. If you move farther
there.
away, then it will attack you. Fair enough.
I'm there.
Redwood, you're up.
Okay, now I'm not next to the rug.
You are
What
not.
if I use stealth with what would that do?
Well, you could try to sneak around. If there's a spot that you can hide from the rug, you could try and hide from the rug. But, you
I don't
know,
think there's really any point because it's not going to. I mean, there's still 3 other people that can attack, and
Yeah.
hiding is an action, so it means you can't attack it this round.
All right, I'm gonna attack with my longbow.
all right, hit it. That's pretty good. That's a critical hit. Give me damage. And then you can spin an extra die on top of it.
1d8, I think, for longbows.
1d8 plus 3.
Right.
You get
And
another 1d8 because it's quick.
so spin the 1d8 plus 3 and then spin a d8, an extra d8 using the thing in the bottom left. Because there's not a button to say it's a crit hit. There we go. So 16.
The
Oh no,
second one,
it actually did the
yeah.
second thing. So that's fine. So -3, so 13.
Okay, I clicked on the one
You're good. You spun damage twice, so I just took it twice.
on the damage button. Do I click on the die next?
You clicked on the damage button twice, so I just took it from there.
Okay.
So you're good. If you want to spin it anyway, you can spin it, but I took it from the other spin. That's fine.
All right.
All right. Wizards up the bat. Dallas?
Looks like a miss.
Sadly, yes. Oh, the rug's there. The paladin's there. Let's try again. It grabs the paladin again. You're
I'd
wrapped
like
up
to
in
see
the rug.
I'd like to see the roll because I might have reaction.
Oh,
Or
the
know what the roll is.
the roll was a 24.
I'm going to time shift that and make it roll again.
Very nice. It was a 20.
I tried.
You tried. I love doing that. It's so much fun. I've bailed out so many characters with that.
Mm.
Well, it's not your turn, but you can break out of it in a second. The half orc gets to do something first.
Well, does Lillipore doesn't take damage? She just gets
It's
grappled?
at the beginning of her turn. She takes
Yeah.
damage.
Okay. I'm going to cut a rug.
Go for it.
All right. So I attack the rug with my longsword.
Go for it.
Oh, yeah. I have to roll.
You do.
That would be a miss.
That would be a miss.
Should have set it on fire.
Little poor, what are you gonna do? You gonna try and break out? You gonna do something else? What do you wanna do? Oh, I gotta do damage first. I'm sorry. Let's see if you're actually conscious to do anything. So you take 13. You are down.
Ooh,
Oh,
that's rough. It's a lot of damage.
It's a rough rug.
Yes.
can I get negative damage?
You're down to 0, so you would have to make a death save normally. I don't know if it's because of it's a start of her turn. I think she still makes death save. I don't think it's next
Yeah,
time.
she does because
Yeah.
she starts her turn. Oh, I see what you mean because she didn't. She started her turn conscious.
Right. She started her turn
Question.
conscious.
Yeah, I don't know.
I actually don't know that one. I'll take a quick look at what it says. Hold on 1 second. Death. Death. You know what? It's always faster for me to just go into the dang player's handbook and grab it than it is for me to actually search for it for some reason. It never seems to come up. Damage and healing. This is what I want. So, dropping to 0. When you drop the 0 points, right? Whenever you start your turn with 0 hit points, well, technically you didn't start your turn at 0 hit points. It did its thing at the start. I don't know.
Yeah. So next turn she'll make a death save.
I would say next turn.
Okay.
It's an ipsy dipsy, but you're down.
Okay.
Redwood, you're up.
All right, I'm gonna attack again.
Go for it.
What
14 hits.
do I hit the damage button?
Please do. 9 it is. Daedalus, you're up. Uh, 16 hits, another 7. The rug is looking pretty shabby.
There's some char marks on it.
Yep. Yep, we can go with that. Let's get that off. We'll say it's critical. How's that? It's pretty
If
close.
it is, I mean, yes, let's say that.
Okay. Let's see. Burp. So, actually, it's more of a were rat. We'll say it's a rare jackal that comes into the room.
Hence the dog prince.
Yep. Um. So the jackal comes in, opens the door, and says, what is going on here?
Your rug is trying to kill us.
Where'd my jackal go? Did I put her in the wrong spot? 1 second. Ah, yes, I did. There we go. That was the closest I could find. It's probably a rare rat by mistake or something. She says, if you explain what you're doing here, I'll tell the if you're willing to stop, I'll tell the rug to stop.
The
We only
rug's
came here to
turn.
talk.
What?
We only came here to talk.
All right. She tells the rug to stop, and the rug stops attacking people.
Perhaps Redwood can heal up Lillipora so she doesn't have to make any death saves.
Okay, how do I do that?
Do the cure wound spell. All right, you get back 9, little Pora.
Thank you.
Welcome.
However you want to heal up the rest from there is up to you. So
We want to
the
know. We
go
want
ahead.
to know. We want to know where you've been getting your books.
Um, the were rat gets a bit defensive and says, "Well, wait here, and um, I'll get our leader, and she can talk to you."
Can we make insight checks to see if she's like setting up an ambush or something?
Sure, absolutely. I love insight checks.
Redwood and Durgal may as well roll also.
Sure, go for it. If they want to, that's fine.
No
What
reason not
should
to.
what should we roll?
Insight.
Insight.
There we go.
Okay. I mean, she seems guarded because you just kind of walked into her home and started beating crap up. But that said, I mean, doesn't seem deceptive.
I would think that somebody who sells rare books for 250 gold a piece could find a better place to live. But I'm not going to say that out loud. I'm just going to wait for her to come back with.
Okay, fair enough. All right. We'll say after a couple of minutes, um, she returns with the leader. Let me get her. I'll get you Corvella. There you go. So Corvella says, "You've been following me. What do you want? What's going on?"
The person who spoke to us first was not Corvalla?
No, that's someone different.
Oh. Uh, we've come to talk to you about your books.
I'll give her a dot. Give her a red dot. How's that?
By the way, Vicky, while we're talking to her, you can heal yourself up more if you want.
Okay, I'll work on that.
We've come to talk to you about your books. We know they're not really books.
Okay.
We
She
know they're fiction
says,
called Ginwat Seam.
"Yes, they are. Some of the books I've been that." She says, "I've been trying to raise money for my pact." She says, "Our leader was killed by other adventurers. I am trying to raise money to bring her back from the dead. So, yes,
But you're putting
I
people in danger.
well, these people came and attacked us and killed us, other adventurers like yourself."
But the buyers of your books didn't hurt your pack.
Well, that might be true. But I am trying to do what I can for our pack to get the money we need to raise it. So if I can sell a few fake books, then
Do you create the books yourself, or do you get them from someone else?
she says my leader taught me how to create these magical beings before she was killed.
Paul, do I from what I know from my previous Arcana check, the fact that she can create Ginwat Seam, does that like mean we're totally out of her league, or is it something that a relatively inexperienced spellcaster could do?
I mean, do you think it's out of your league? I mean, I think with the right training, sure. I don't think it's the hardest thing to do. So she's not like some super mega magic spellcaster person, if that's what you're asking.
I think we should insist she come down to the city guard, and they can decide what to do with her after she tells them what she's done. I mean, that's what I think we should ask her to do. And when she says no, we can fight her. That's my proposal.
I mean, you see there's another person in the next room from the open door, so you know there's at least one other creature around, whatever that is. It appears human.
Anyone else have an opinion?
I'm sorry, I had to step away. So we see another person that looks like a person in the next room.
There's a third humanoid who is not. This one's not a word jackal.
Oh, okay. So they seem to be talking to us.
She admitted what she did. She's been making books that turn into bats and attack people to try to raise money to try to raise money to bring her leader back from the dead. And she doesn't care that these books are attacking people.
uh,
I'm gonna say she came through that door as well, so I'll put that door open.
well, do you want to try to stop them here and now, or?
I'm up for that. I mean, I don't think we should. We don't need to attack her outright. We could just say, you should come. I suggested telling the city guard, her telling the city guard that she's been uh, making these fakes and selling them to people, and then they attack those customers. And she might agree to do that, or she might not. And if she doesn't, then we can attack. That's what I suggest.
Sure, we could give her that choice.
Okay, Paul. We'll tell her we want her to come with us to the city guard and tell them what she's been doing.
Um,
And we can make like a persuasion or intimidation check if you want. I mean, not me personally, but like Lillipora could do that.
sure. If you want to try and do one or the other, go for it. Which one are you doing? If either persuasion. Okay, give me a second. Okay. She says, um, I I'm not going to go to the city guards. They're just going to either they're not going to treat my kind very well. She's like, if there's some other compromise we could go to, we could try and do
Will
something.
you stop making these books? Making these Ginwatsim?
Can you pay me for the real book so I can try and raise some additional money to bring my leader back to life?
I don't think we have 250 gold among us.
Okay, well, I guess we don't have much else to go on, I suppose.
I guess we're gonna roll initiative then.
Okay, let's go for it then.
And we should keep in mind that the rug is critically injured, so whoever attacks first should try to finish off that rug. Pretty dangerous.
I'm standing from a distance, man.
Wrong button. Sorry.
I'll get you added.
No,
Well,
that
it's
was
probably gonna be me.
Oh, my bad. Let me get you out there. Go for it. Ah. All right, so that time you got a 13. I'll put you back in.
Vicky, remember you get plus 1d8 on your.
Sure.
And let me get some of these characters. If I do that. Well, that wasn't good. And if I do the leader, does it do it differently? I want to try it. That doesn't put the thing. Oh, he spun a 3 again. Nice. I'm going to do this. Can I do 9 characters? Sure, we'll go for that. I like that. That'll be the leader guy. And that will be the rest of them. And I'm just going to put stuff in order.
I have a 26.
You do. You're going before me.
That's true. All right, little Pori, you're up.
Do you guys want me to go for the rug first or the
Yeah,
character?
finish off the rug because if it attacks somebody, it's just bad news for them.
Okay. I'll do my javelin.
At the rug, go for it. Oof, it's probably a dead rug.
Should I roll again?
Nope, it's a dead rug.
Okay.
If only every enemy in this fight were so easy.
Maybe there's a bonus action I can do?
If you
You
want.
can look in your character sheet.
Sorry, say again?
You can look in your character sheet to see.
Yeah. I'll try my breath weapon.
That's a bonus action?
That's probably not a bonus action.
Oh.
Probably done.
Ideally, you want to save your breath weapon if you can get when you can get 2 enemies anyway.
Okay. Alright, then I'll take a break.
All right, fair enough. Wizard's turn.
Are there any of them wielding weapons?
It looks that way, but no.
Is this a
Okay.
good stopping point?
We can stop. It's almost finished, I think. But if you want to
Okay.
stop here, we can stop here if you're getting up early or something tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm just losing my concentration.
That's fair. I mean, I'm fine stopping here if there's we could, if there's another time, I think this is pretty much close to the end. It probably wouldn't take much more than 45 minutes tops. And
All
probably not
right.
even that. If we don't figure out there's a time we can do it later this weekend, which might not be doable, I'm not sure. Because Sunday is Mother's Day, so that's going to tie us up a bit. So if there's time on Saturday we can do it, that's fine. Or maybe we can finish it up during the week, or if we have to, we can just finish it up next week, and it would be a short session, or we can start a second one right afterwards.
Okay.
But if you're losing it, I understand. I mean, you worked, you did a band, and now you're here.
Yeah, I think I should turn in for the night.
All right.
Sounds good.
Okay. Well, thanks everyone.
Okay.
Yep. Good night.
Good night.
Right.
Thanks.
Good night.
Night all.